Afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. I'm just going to pause a minute. Andrew, can you sort the TV out, please? Yes. Because I can't see any item numbers, nothing. Right, so let me introduce you. We've got our Jane with us.
Hello.
Told you, Jane, our resin guru. Love it, don't you?
I
you
do.
didn't craft when you came to work
No,
here,
I
did you?
didn't. No. 10 months ago, I was not a crafter. And
You'll get more than you.
After Christmas, it was like, I need to find a hobby. And
Yes.
then I'd seen people making resin things for ages and ages on Instagram. I thought, I'm going to have a try. And that was famous last words.
And you started with a box.
And I started with a kit.
And now you've got a tower.
And now I've got I have a tower, I have a desk. It's expanding.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Welcome to the world of craft,
These
Jane.
moulds are just,
Yes, I know.
never enough.
Never enough, right? And then you think, no, that's it. And then you see another one, you're like, I need that one as well.
Yeah.
Right, first of all, let's introduce you to the team. So Jane's going to be demonstrating for you this hour, which is very exciting. We've got our Katie on cameras. There she is. We've got Andrew in the producer's seat.
Hello.
You got me for another hour. Sorry about that. It feels like it's 10 o'clock, but it's not. It's 1 o'clock.
I know.
It's a weird day
it's
today,
It's a very strange day.
It is a strange day. Right, so let me tell you a little bit about live shopping. You can watch us on YouTube, so you can put us on your TV. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, we're going to show you products, and each product will appear on your screen. And there's two words in bold. One of them says shop, and the second one is the code. All you do is write those two words into the comments underneath the video, and that will automatically put that product into your basket for you. I mean, it really couldn't be easier. It's super, super simple. And if you're somebody that's sat there and you're sick of missing out on a demo because you've got to go to a website to find a product, to put it in a basket, all the pop-ups that come up, drive me
that
crazy.
get you distracted and confused.
Yes. Super, super easy. You can literally shop while you watch. Once that's popped that into a basket for you, we'll then automatically send you a direct message. And when you open up that message, there's a link. Click the link and that will take you to highlightcrafts.com, where you can log into your account, and that's important that you're logging in because then you get your club member benefits. So extra discount, loyalty points, and free postage over £35 after your discounts, then absolutely you can do that. If you'd rather shop on the website, just go to highlightcrafts.com, click watch live, press play. All the items in that show will appear down the right hand side of your screen, and all you do is select the ones that you wish to buy, and they'll go into a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. Click on that shopping bag and that will take you through that checkout process. But have a good nosy around the website before you check out, because there's always more stuff.
Lots more.
Isn't there? Lots more stuff.
More, all different things.
Right, Jane, where do we begin?
Shall we start here?
Yes, let's start at the beginning.
Okay, so these are your bookbinding moulds.
Right.
So you get all the little ring binder, you get binder attachments and everything like that.
Oh, nice.
But what I'm going to do, I want to show you don't have to use it as a ring binder, as a book cover.
Right.
So you just think, if you make that, you pour that with resin, you put embellishments in it, you can put words in it, you can put photos in it. What if you then use those little holes with ribbon to hang it on the wall?
Perfect.
Or make a door plate for
Absolutely.
it, for grandkids or somebody's workspace.
Have you got the finished samples off Hannah's desk for this? Because I'm sure there's some samples on Hannah's desk. Can we grab them, Andrew, please? Because you need to see this. Because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, why? I'm not going to lie. I was like, okay, why? When you see it and you see them done, they're beautiful. Yeah. And the Cadence resin is perfect for this because it's crystal clear,
because of that
isn't it?
clarity that you get with it, it just works really, really, really well.
Thank you, Andrew. Right, look at this. So that's your medium size. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? And I love the fact that it's still flexible.
Yes.
Because sometimes with resin it can be quite brittle.
Yeah, it can.
Whereas with this, you've got a flex to it, haven't you?
I think that's the difference with the Cadence resin, because it does seem to keep that small amount of flexibility in there.
And look at that one with the alcohol ink in, and then the gilding flake. Look at how beautiful is that? If you want to make and sell little
Yeah.
notebooks.
Oh,
This is the
yeah,
way forward.
definitely.
But this is my favourite. Look
Little
at that as a
bookmarks.
bookmark. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, you could put somebody's name in there.
Oh, you could. Well, we've just had
yeah.
vinyl on at a silly price.
Yeah.
Get your vinyl, get your scan and cut, cutting somebody's name out. Look at that. Aren't
Mm.
they lovely? Imagine on Christmas morning or for your birthday or a special occasion, somebody's gone to the effort of making you a beautiful book like that with a matching bookmark. I mean, how lovely would that be?
Your favourite flowers, your favourite image, your favourite sentiments.
Absolutely.
Everything. Yeah.
I love this. So, how are we buying this as one piece? Or how's it working?
That is
So
a set.
The medium one is a set.
Yeah, so you get that one, you get the smaller cover and the bookmark.
Right.
You get all these
Right.
rings.
Okay, got it.
And then you get that.
Brilliant.
And then,
So all of that there is
yeah.
shop large, $24.99. Now, moulds are something that you're going to keep forever.
Yes.
They're not going to go off. They're not going to get damaged. Just keep them somewhere nice and dry and clean and just use them
it and use it
over and over again. So
yeah.
you're buying tools now.
Yes.
This isn't the pretty stuff. This is the tools that enable you to make the pretty stuff. Perfect. Now we've also got another set.
Yep, that's the
which
smaller
is
size,
the small one.
which is a notebook.
I like
size.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this idea. I think this is lovely. But imagine this as a birth announcement.
Yeah.
Or a wedding thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be a piece of card that goes in an envelope, does it?
Definitely not.
So you're going to get the medium size one, the small one, and the bookmark in there. That is shop. Wait for it to come up on your screen. Shop notebook, $17.99.
Yeah.
And you get all your silver.
You get all your silverware with it as well.
Okay, perfect. Now, if you're thinking, I don't want silver, colour them with your alcohol markers.
Yeah.
Because alcohol will cover anything and evaporate. Because it doesn't absorb, it evaporates. It'll solvent-based, it'll go on, which is fab. So if you want that one, that is shop notebook, $17.99. It's going to get you all three pieces of that, which is great, isn't it?
I mean, like you said, you can use it, you can make it as a commemoration thing. So my son has got a friend who lives down in Cornwall and they're due to have a baby at the end of the year.
Nice.
And he asked me when I went down recently if I could save some sand and some shells off of the beach so that I can make them something, like a birth announcement, and that would be absolutely perfect.
It would, it really would. I think that's a really nice idea. Right, so if you want that one shop notebook, next, now then, mica powders.
Oh, how cool these
go on. When Jane does that, I know she's got a story to tell.
I just love the colours. I love the absolute vibrancy of the colours.
They're gorgeous,
because
aren't they?
if you think you can mix, so you mix this in with your resin, but then you don't have to use just one colour at a time.
No.
You can put a mix of 3 colours in and you can blend them in and you can marble it with those colours. You can create the most amazing effects with just different colours, and they don't even have to complement each other.
No.
They can stand out and be complete opposites.
Yeah, and it just works.
It just works. Everything,
fabulous,
it just
isn't
works
it?
all the time.
I love it.
I'm going to play with those for you in a bit.
Shop Electric. You're going to get 5 of them. So you've got your lovely blue in there. I love this purple colour. It's like a violet purple, isn't it?
It's so nice.
Then you've got your white. Unusual to see a white.
Yeah.
Then you've also got your green and you've got your lime. So that set is Shop Electric. You're going to get 5 of them. Electric Glow Neon Mica powders, $14.99. That's a great price for mica.
10 grams in each of
You
those
get 50
pots.
grams for $14.99.
Yeah.
And a gram of mica
Goes
is a lot.
very long
Yeah,
way.
it really does.
Yeah.
It really does. As someone who dropped it on the carpet, you'll know. Yeah. I know, right? All the different colours all over a cream carpet. Yeah.
Oh,
that was an insurance job.
Yeah, it wasn't
that
cream
wasn't
for
good.
long then.
No, it wasn't. If you would rather have your brighter colours at the front, you can have those as well. Shop Heatwave, $14.99. I was dancing around this morning because I'm about to put a jumper on again.
I know, I'm now regretting putting a jumper on though. Because I'm really warm.
Oh, yeah. I was happy this morning. Shop Heatwave, $14.99. Yeah. Right, I'm going to jump to this resin, Jane, because this is really quite extraordinary.
Yes.
I love this resin, and I'm not a big resin person. I'm something that I want to do. Like, I've got a list like this of stuff that I want to do.
And all the time in the world to try it.
And all the time in the world to try it. But I have to say, this gives you the best clarity 100%. In resin.
Yeah.
Of any that we sell you here at Highlight Crafts. Cadence are brilliant. And my favourite bit, we haven't got a lot with this, The first two words on the description is non-toxic. That for me is really important.
Definitely.
Because if I'm crafting at home, I'll guarantee my little granddaughter who's 10 and Jack who's 15 will want to come and have a go.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't want them to have to put gloves on and face masks on and all of that. This is a brilliant resin. You can put it outside, it doesn't go yellow. And it tells you all of that on the side. You're getting 500 mils in total.
Yeah.
2-part, equal mix.
Equal mix, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So whatever you put in your part A, so you put 100 mil of part A, you put 100 mil of part B.
Absolutely. That's easy. It is that easy. I know you're sitting there going, really? I thought it was more complicated than that. It's really not. So grab this. This also looks incredible on top of acrylic pour.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. Because when you do a pour, it's really shiny and glossy and you love it. And then it dries and it goes matte and you're like, oh,
so
this on top of that.
Yeah. It just brings it back to life.
Even if you just did a river of it going through the middle, so you'd
yeah.
have the matte and the shiny and the matte, that would look amazing. Now I need to do more pouring.
More fun, yeah.
Right, I know. And more time, please. Can we not sell time?
I wish.
I know.
I wish. Nice.
Right, Shop Clear, $29.99 is going to get you that. Now, completely opposite end of the scale is your resin cast.
Yes.
So this is completely different.
It is completely different. This one dries kind of like a ceramic effect, and it cures quicker. So I think it's an hour and a half to 2 hours curing time for you to be able to demold it. Yep. Whereas this one, you're looking at 8 to 12 hours, depending on the size of the pour. That black is, I didn't expect to like the effect of it, but it's a nice shade of black. It's not an in-your-face, shiny, glossy, but it's not a dull matte. It's in between.
It's like a chalkboard.
Yes, it's really, really nice.
It is
lovely. Just mix it with water. It tells you on the back of the packet your mixing quantities. Okay. I think it's 100 grams with 25 grams of water.
Brilliant.
And you just mix it in, make sure that there are no lumps, keep going until it's absolutely smooth, and then you pour it into your mould. And when you've poured it into your mould, give it a bit of a tap, make sure that any air bubbles that are in there come out, and then just wait for it to cure.
Great, right? If you're somebody that loves your metallics, your finger waxes and your metallics on this will look amazing. Can I mix mica with this?
Yes. You can mix mica, you can mix gold metal leaf, you can mix your flakes and things like that.
Brilliant, right? Right, now then, you've got a deal on this. Is this normally $29.99 each?
Yes.
Okay, so you're paying $39.99, but you're getting 2.
Yeah.
Which is great, isn't it? I love that. And I like the black.
Yeah.
Because the black will make everything else that you put on it pop.
Yes.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I think that would, just brilliant. Right, so if you want your black resin cast on a deal, Shop Twin, $39.99 now. Aren't these just...
Yeah, I've had a play with them today.
Oh, these are our stickers. I know we've been banging on about them, haven't we? Just a bit, because we found a machine.
They are so nice.
So we found stickers, and we were like, how can we do that ourselves? And Becky, one of our graphic designers, she'll be on cameras tonight, and her husband, Ryan, just researched a bit, and blow me, there's a blinking place opposite us. Yeah. There's a factory opposite us that make the machines that make the stickers. If that's not the stars aligning, I don't know what is. So now we can print our own stickers. Now, these are really different. If you're used to stickers and like rub-ons and transfers, night and day, right? This is super easy to use. But putting them in your resin, it's going to look lush, isn't it? You could have a whole book cover decorated with these. Now, are they getting all 6?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Look at that. You can get them individually, but why would you? That is gorgeous.
I know.
Imagine just that in one of those bezels that we had on this morning.
Oh, the jewellery bezels.
The jewellery bezels with the UV resin over the top as a piece of jewellery would look absolutely beautiful. So you're going to get, these are your flower of the month. So you're going to get your hydrangea. Yep. And you also get it in blues. I love hydrangeas because it depends, the colour depends on the acidity of the soil.
Isn't it? Yeah,
it's
I
really
didn't
cool,
realise
isn't
that.
It? In Mother Nature, amazing, right? So you're getting those 2 sheets. Oh, I love that as well. Look at that. Oh, gosh. Feel a spend coming on. I feel a spend coming on. Now, that shine that you can see, there is a top cover on it. Please don't think that when you take that top cover off, that shine disappears, because it doesn't. It's just a carrier sheet. Your stickers have a very, very, very slight depth to them and a really high shine. These are beautiful. Then you've got your peonies, one of my favourite flowers. I love the way these start as a really tight bud and then just open up into this most incredible blossom. They're beautiful. Then you're also going to get your roses. Love that. That deep red is, look at that.
That is just...
These are lovely, aren't they? I know.
Already, so you
beautiful. And then you've also got your iris in there as well. So all 6 designs. It's shop flowers. It's $49.99. Remember, you're going to get your discount off that. Now these are normally $12.99 a sheet. So that would be, let's say, £13 times 6 is 78 pounds. Not today. $49.99 before your discount. Bargain.
Yep.
Now then, one of the nicest... Oh, okay, we need to come to this first because we've only got 2 left.
Oh, okay.
You're going to get 25 of these. Now, these I love for my Sospeso crystal, the crystal glass. Because if you put a small amount in here, 1 drop of alcohol ink, put the lid on and shake it, you've got all your different colours for the centres of your flowers. Yeah. But you could also use them in your resin. Yeah. So that would work. So you're going to get 25 of those. And then this I haven't seen for a long time, glass glitter. This is brilliant. Crushed glass set and containers bundle. This looks like, if you can imagine, a little nugget of gold, like proper gold, when they pan for it. Have you ever watched Gold Hunters? Yes. I love that programme. It's mega. They're all like, how on earth are we going to pay our bills? And then all of a sudden this little nugget pops up and they're like, oh.
Saved.
But you're getting this. So you're getting it in red, which would look gorgeous for Christmas. I love that
multicolour,
with the brighter ones. Then you've got a multicoloured with almost like a vintage feel. So you've got greens and blues and yellows and all sorts of different colours. These look much, much better in real life than they do in these plastic packets. Can I just put that out there? You've got a lovely, almost like a silver champagne colour, a gold, and then a fuchsia pink. Yeah. These are gorgeous. So we've given you these so that you can decant them into it. But these in resin are going to be brilliant, Jane, aren't they?
They are. I've already...
So Richard's on it. Yeah. Go and have a quick look, Katie, look. Oh, look at you, all organised. You've got a box. I can tell you, Diane, sister. Box is open. Everything's neat and tidy on the table.
Yeah, not one.
Everything's in no. I know we all start like that, don't we?
That's the planning. Maybe. That's the planning stage.
Absolutely. Right, now we only have 2 of these left. So if you want this, you need to be putting it in your baskets and checking them out, please. Go to what you were about
to go to before I interrupted.
Thanks. Favourite mould. I love this.
Oh, it is so nice.
I absolutely love this. If I'd have had this for our silver wedding, I would have bought this mould because I think it's absolutely beautiful. Also really lovely for a new baby. Yes. Because you can have mum and dad hand and heart in the middle. Yes, Andrew?
We have a question from Pauline. About this mould. If it was done in clear resin with little lights, could... not the cork style lights, could the switch unit be set in the resin base before it fully cures?
No, you'd need to keep the switch set separate, completely away from the resin. You'd have to have it outside of it, so it's down either around the back or
underneath.
You could even put it on a wood plinth. If you could set that on a wood plinth, you could then put the light underneath the plinth.
You can put lights into resin.
You can put lights into resin, but the battery pack needs to stay out of it.
Well, also you won't be able to rechange the batteries.
Yeah.
So there's your answer. But that in clear resin. Oh, that with alcohol ink dripped into it. Like a rainbow.
Glitters through it.
See, every time I come in the studio, I spend money. I know every time I come in, you do too as well. I know I can hear you. Right, now then, if you want that one, Shop Love, $19.99. Now then, we have our Aquastone. Do you want to go and get ready for demo?
Yes, I will.
And then you're ready. So we've got 2 different ones. We've got the matte. Now this, I think, is really clever. David came up with this. You know when you've got terracotta pots in your garden and you water them every day, and every day they need watering? That's because the terracotta takes all the moisture out of the soil. If you line it with a layer of Aquastone, and I'd use the matte for that, to be honest with you, just line it. It can't drink the water out of the soil then. So honestly, brilliant. I love it. I think that's really clever. So we do it in the matte, and it will give you, I'm not even going to say a sheen. It's not, there's no gloss to it at all. So if you're doing something that's matte, like on ceramic, and you want it to stay matte, maybe using the Style Matte paints, and you don't want a high shine on top, that's your matte. That is Shop Matte, $39.99. If you want your traditional aquastone that give you that glass-like finish, then this is your gloss. This is, if they had a bottle that big, I'd buy it, because it's blinking brilliant stuff, and it gives you a really good finish to your projects. So Shop Gloss, Andrew, is it, please?
Shop Gloss, Shop Varnish.
Shop Varnish, or Shop Matte, Shop Varnish, $39.99 each. Now then, this is the crystal glass that I was talking to you about from Sospeso Trasparente. They do, is it a bundle, Andrew, or are they all individual? Okay, perfect. So you've got medium, which gives you kind of that size. It's a bigger size. Then you've got your small, which is slightly bigger than the glass glitter. I would put this in with it, just start with one drop because you won't need much. And then this gel is like a resin. So if you drop this into the middle of one of your Sospeso flowers, then sprinkle your coloured crystals inside, it looks incredible. So if you want this, it is Shop Gel, $12.99. If you want the small, and I'll turn it over that way, you can kind of get an idea of how big those crystals are. They are $6.99. And if you want the Shop medium, $6.99. I would use these on bigger projects. So if I was doing a Christmas wreath with poinsettias on, something like that, I'd use the chunkier one, or a mix of the two is really good as well. Right, Jane, are you ready?
I'm getting there.
She's getting there. Do you need another minute?
Yeah, please, just another.
All right, let's talk about gesso then as well, because the gesso from Cadence is absolutely tremendous. I could literally take the lid off that, do that, and stand there for 10 minutes and it won't come out. It's really thick.
Go on then.
Go on then. It's like, go on then. Oh, I will. Seriously, it's brilliant. I'll tell you how good it is. You can paste with it, but it's black. If you want that, I mean, it really is dark. It's as black as it goes. Coal black, right?
Yeah, that's a clear jar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a clear jar. It's absolutely a phenomenal product. Now, I fell in love with this on the first day that we ever went to Cadence, before David even worked with us. And they gave us a big round piece of MDF that was all sectioned off into different areas to do different techniques. And I took this and they went, right, take the foil off, get a piece of cut and use sponge and just like a ski slope, just bring it up against the side of there. And and this circle was about that big. We literally went like that from the top to the bottom, and it was immaculate, absolutely immaculate. And on the first night, Stephanie said to me, what's your favourite product? I went, the gesso and the foam. She's like, are you kidding me? All of those amazing products that Cadence bring, and your favourite was a piece of foam and some gesso. I was like, yeah, because you've got to get the foundations right. So we've got them as, two together. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a good deal. This is by far the best gesso that I've ever used. They're 150 ml each. They are super thick. You can mix things like your micas with them as well, which will be great. So you can have all different colours of gesso then, can't you? Which I love. Obviously, if you're going to put it in black, you're just going to see the shimmer. You're not going to see the colour. But if you're looking for a really good quality gesso base coating, you can't beat Cadence. They are fabulous, whether they're doing really basic base coating products or they're bringing you the rusty patinas that make, I mean, that's just a crazy product. And everything in between, they love.
You missed the mirror spray yesterday,
I did, but I'd seen it before, the one that you put the glaze over the top. I know, well, I got a message over the weekend going, can you go down to Peterborough on Monday? And I was like, I really wanted to do makeover Monday. I was a little bit like that as I was driving down. I was like, I really want to be there doing makeover Monday with David. Anyway, we're here. Right, Jane, are we there?
I'm just mixing the second part. I'm going to put some of those powders in.
Okay,
There are bubbles in these because of the fact that I'm trying to mix them.
So while you're doing that,
Yeah.
can you give me an overview of how I mix it, please?
I can. Yeah.
Sorry, Andrew, what did you say?
There's 2 left of the Cadence resin.
Wow.
Oh, okay, you need to be quick.
Okay. Right, okay, so you mix equal measures part A and part B. So I've put in here 30 ml of each, so there's 60 ml altogether. When you start to mix it, it goes cloudy and stringy. So you stir it with a folding motion. You don't stir it like it's a cup of tea because that will give you far too many bubbles. You will get micro bubbles because you're mixing 2 chemicals together, but the slower you can mix it with that folding motion, the less number of bubbles you're going to get. It's the chemical reaction of the 2 together. So when you're mixing it, you need to wait for it to go clear and for the stringiness to disappear. When you mix it, you need to make sure that you're scraping the sides of the container and the base so that any unmixed resin is then brought into the centre so that it's all gets mixed and you've got no problems with your pouring afterwards.
Right, Alan, so I'm a patchwork guy.
Hi, Alan.
Right, I'm going to tell you, I've stopped apologising for asking questions.
That's what we're here for.
It's exactly without questions. We're not here. Can you add cotton threads into the resin, and when you pull the threads, it will create unique patterns? So if you dipped a piece of cotton thread into alcohol ink, and you put it into your resin and you pull it, you get almost like a calla lily design.
Yes.
I would say yes, would you?
Yeah, I would say that you can do that. You need to possibly have the resin at quite a sticky stage of curing, so it wouldn't, I don't think you'd be able to do it with it very, as you literally just mix it together. I think it would have to be after maybe 40 minutes, just before the end of the working time.
Right.
Maybe, I think that would work better for it.
Okay, I hope that answers your question. And Charlene says, can you put coloured Sospeso crystals into resin? Yes,
Absolutely.
you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you can do with it. So then you imagine having Sospeso on those book covers. Because you could make your flowers and lay them into the resin, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Because they're really shiny, so it would work brilliantly with the resin.
Yeah.
I just think it's one of those, isn't it? I looked at resin and looked at it, and then I watched it on TV, and there was a guy there who had these big, thick, double pair of gloves on, a mask on, and I was like,
it's quite scary.
That's not for me. I don't want to be doing that with my grandchildren because I don't know what they're breathing in.
It can be quite a scary thought because of the chemicals.
Absolutely, it's a chemical reaction.
That's it.
What I love about Cadence is on their description on the side of the box, their first 2 words are non-toxic. In fact, let me read it to you and then you can see. So non-toxic, non-flammable, thick resin and a glossy top coat designed for any creative project like artwork, photos, wood, canvas, marble, tiles, ceramic, metal, porcelain, glass, terracotta, masonry, polyester, plastic, stone, etc. I don't know what the etc. is.
What have they missed
off there? Exactly. It has a long-term clarity, non-yellowing, non-fading performance and no scratching. That's another thing. You don't want it to be scratched, do you? No. And then it says flexible on canvas applications, can be poured into moulds. It is self-leveling and it's 1-to-1 mixing ratio and it's user-friendly. Water-based varnish is recommended on silicone oiled pouring applications.
I think it's sold out.
It's gone.
Gone.
Well done. If you got that, well done.
Okay.
Right, okay, we'll have a look at the other resin in a minute. We'll just see what Jane's going to do with this
I'm
first
just
of
going to
all.
make a pretty pattern with 2 other colours.
Oh, look at you. Look at this. How exciting is this? And you're never going to have 2 the same, are you? No. Imagine that. So you're a teenager, you know, that difficult age.
Oh, that stroppy, delightful person that lives in your bedroom.
Yeah, the one that's heading Andrew's way in about 12 years' time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you. Well, yeah, fair point. This as a notebook cover for them would be fabulous, wouldn't it? I love that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
I've got a question.
Go on then. Andrew's got a question.
If you've made some like resin letters,
Yes.
and you put them in there so it spells out like Mel.
Yes.
Is there a point where you can pull them out before it dries, so it's like they're not there, or would it just set around those letters so you could have like see-through letters and then the colourful around the outside? Almost like a sign.
Right. Okay. I think you could, but I'm not quite sure on how you would make that work. No, unless you've got.
You'd have to leave them in.
You'd have to leave them in.
I think you would probably have to leave, unless you'd got like an acetate edging to the, like around the letter that you've created. So if you created an acetate wall around it, that would then mean that you can maybe pull it out, because I don't think. Maybe.
But the resin will stick to the acetate, I think.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think
I'll have to think
it
about
would be
that
really
one.
cool if you did a clear pour and then did your letters with alcohol ink.
Yeah.
That would work. That would be really cool.
Yeah, if you did it clear, then you use those micas to do the letters.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But I wouldn't pull them out, because it becomes really like gelatinous almost, doesn't it, in its form. But yeah, I mean, look how cool that is. And that's your notebook front.
Yeah.
Isn't that super, super, super easy? Right, Jane, we have some different resin on here. What's the difference between this and the Cadence one, please? Apart from the quantity, obviously.
Quantity of it, right. The Cadence is resin art. So I think that's because I think people have noticed that it retains a little bit of flexibility,
which I love.
Which is great, because it means that you can mould it around vases, you can you can shape it around things. Yeah. And I think that's the difference with it. Whereas this one, once it's cured,
it's solid.
It's solid.
Right.
Like
okay. Now you have to have a look at this. Have you seen this? Come round, Katie. It reminds me of Moana. When the wave comes up. Isn't that just beautiful? Now that was done in a plastic bag, wasn't it?
It was done in a plastic food bag. Yeah.
Isn't that clever?
Bag. Heat it up with a heat gun. It shrivels the bottom, and then you pour the resin into it in your different colours, so that it goes in amongst all the little creases and let it cure to a point, and then mould it around a bottle.
Isn't that fabulous? And you'd never think that was resin, would you? How clever is it? It's brilliant, isn't it? Right, so in here, they're going to get 4.5 litres in total. Yeah. 1-to-1 ratio again.
1-to-1 ratio again. So again, you mix the equal measure, 50ml, 50ml, and mix it until it's clear. If you need to let it stand so that it can naturally degas, give it maybe 5 to 10 minutes for those bubbles to disperse by themselves.
Easy, right? Degas. Not even going there. Right, you're also then going to get your lolly sticks for mixing. Yep. You get your silicone spatula. You also get a scraper as well, and pipettes. Now these are a lifesaver, aren't they?
Absolutely. So
especially if you're doing a lot. Yeah.
Or like those little moulds there, because you only
tiny.
It's the tiniest of amounts, and a pouring cup is just far too big. Yep. So you get just the amount of resin that you need in there, and you put it into those little moulds, and it's
and you can fill it right up to the top here.
Yeah.
So not just to there, you can go right into that handle. I love this.
I love watching it as it's going up.
Yeah, yes, I
know.
If you want that one, that is shop kit $99.99. Now Jane just mentioned some small moulds. Let's have a quick look at these moulds. These are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they are very pretty.
They're very pretty. So this, I mean, even if you're a card maker, I would have something like this on the side of my desk every time I was doing resin, because there's always a bit left over.
Always.
Right?
Always.
And you don't know what to do with it. These, I get, the, what they call those glass jars with the cork lid on.
Oh, the
the what?
Miller jars.
Miller jars. Those, and you could then bond all of these flowers just in a clear resin onto there with resin, so you don't see it because it's clear and the glass is clear, and decorate the whole thing up like that. I think that would look incredibly elegant, and then you could put a candle inside, couldn't
with
you?
the candle sand.
Or mirror spray inside it, and then put your candle sand. This is just fabulous. So you've got all your smaller florals, but some of them are quite deep, and I like
they are,
that.
And the detail on them when you
they're
actually
lovely, aren't they?
demold.
They're stunning.
Yeah.
Are these new? I don't think I've seen these before.
No, I think we've had them a couple of weeks. I've had them about 2-3 weeks, I think.
Maybe I just haven't seen the shows, but I really like these. Okay, we've got 6 left. So if you want to colour them, absolutely you can. If you want to use them with the clay, absolutely. If you want to use them with food, please buy a second set, because you don't want to be
Yes.
mixing your resin in
No.
with your food moulds. That's a definite
No,
no-no.
making them out of fondant and
Yeah.
putting them on cakes and
Brilliant.
buns and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All of that. I like little moulds because it gives you a reason to overpour,
yeah.
right?
Oh, it's like a oops.
Oops,
Oops,
did
I've
it
made
again.
too much.
There's a Brittany. Right, now then, are all these three together, Andrew?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, so you're going to like the butterflies
There's
now.
only one set left to
Right.
allocate.
There's only one left to allocate. I'm going to say something and that's going to make it allocate. That with your cadence resin because it stays flexible.
Yes.
So you can lift the wings of the butterfly
Yeah.
and make them look like they're flying off
Yeah.
the card or the canvas. Also, the resin isn't heavy. So if you do want to do something like that on your cards, absolutely you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Imagine one of those at the top of the bookmark. Just
Yeah,
bond it on with some resin.
Yeah.
How beautiful would that be? And that would just sit over the top of your book page as well. Right, if you want all three of those, so you've got your lovely florals, slightly bigger than the other ones, so the two lot sets together would work beautifully. Shop Butterfly, it says it's sold out, is that right?
The last one's gone.
Gone. Well done. Told you.
Done.
Told you. They're going. Right, Jane.
Yes.
What do you want to do now? Do you want to come
I'm
and show us
just going to
something
show
with
you
the
the transfers.
stickers?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So this is the first time I've done this with these, so I'm hoping it works.
I'm sure it will.
Hoping it
This
works.
is exciting.
So
I like this. I like experimenting live.
maybe the
I
fact
do,
that it's
and
on
well,
the
I know Hetty's laughing at me. She knows what I'm like, but I do like experimenting live. It makes everybody else in the room really nervous, but you understand the thought process. So you've poured the resin.
Yes, I poured the resin and I let it get to a point of being almost cured, but I did use the heat mat because I needed it to be done quite
So you put
quickly.
the heat mat down. Have we got the heat mat
It's not on the show.
in
but
stock?
It is on. I think we've got some left.
on the website?
Yeah.
Right, so your heat mat speeds up the
Massively
curing
so.
process
Yeah.
massively, right?
Massively so. It is kind of a game changer.
Yeah.
I've not used it, and then I borrowed one the other week, and it was like, oh, okay, that really
Yeah,
worked
David
really
said
well.
David said that to me, and we didn't have it in stock last time because it sold out really quickly. But if
did.
you've seen those really fine moulds that we bring you, the lacy ones,
I don't remember what it's called.
it's called a
It's called a heat curing mat. Or
heat
a
curing mat.
It's,
working
if
on
you
that
look on
side.
the poll, tomorrow's polls, you'll find it there. It's on tomorrow.
What was I going to say?
So obviously
It's
these,
gone now. I was going to say something else. Oh, so yeah, so the lace moulds. If you paste that with a regular cadence paste, something like Capella or Sirius, you'd need to leave it to dry overnight. If you do it on the resin curing mat, you can demold it in an hour and a half. That's the difference that it makes. So if you are serious, what, Andrew?
There's only 5 left.
Oh, there's 5 left. Katie's like, right, brilliant. What am I going to
Okay,
do for the
that's-
show tomorrow? Now, listen, whether we sell 5 now or 5 tomorrow, it makes no difference. Just let's put them on the show, shall we? Shop mat, $59.99 is going to get you your resin curing mat. Now, it comes in 2 parts, doesn't it, Jane?
it does, yes. So you've
It's a
got
black
you've
layer.
got a black layer underneath, and that is the piece that has got the control heating element in it, and that you switch that on and off there. So just that, press it. You've got 3 different heat temperatures. Each one determines how long it takes to cure the item that you're making.
I love that.
You've then got a silicone mat over it, so you can work on it, and it is protected from all the nice
I think
sticky
it,
resin.
honestly, I
Yeah,
think it's
it
a
is an
brilliant
absolute
idea.
it
And I
is
think
an
if you're,
absolute game changer.
I mean, I'm never going to make and sell resin items because I just don't have time to do it. But when I want to do it, the most exciting bit about the resin is taking it out and demolding it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the most
absolutely.
exciting
It is,
thing.
and that's the bit that I get most impatient for.
There you go. So therefore, shop mat
Yeah,
for
and-
£60,
yeah.
and it's not, again, it's a tool. You look after it, it's going to last you. That's the great thing about it. Charlene says, how would you adhere resin flowers onto a card, please? With resin?
A blob of resin.
Yeah, me
but
too.
then what you'd need to do, you'd need to put some tape around it
Yep.
to hold it in place until that resin is cured. And then you can, once
Yep.
it has cured, give it 8 to 10 hours. Once it's cured, take your tape off and it will stay in place.
No, 8 to 10 hours for a little dot?
Just to be on the safe side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's how we do. Well, I thought hot glue, Katie, but the resin's so clear and
It
the
is clear,
glue
yeah.
sticks are milky, so you'll see it through. You could try a little bit of Pinflair bookbinding glue, because that was made for polystyrene, which is a different type of plastic. Try it, just have a play. Just do a few small ones and find what works best for you.
Find the method that works
or a
best.
solvent-based glue.
Glue gel is supposed to be for 3D, but if you did a thin layer
Yeah,
of
you
glue
could
gel,
use
would
glue
that
gel.
work?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
that's clear, isn't it?
glue gel held my license plate on through lockdown because I couldn't get it changed. But yes, absolutely.
I
So
love
that's
that.
how.
That's amazing.
Seriously, I got back to the house at home, and literally my number plate was hanging off, and I couldn't go anywhere because everywhere was shut.
Oh my goodness.
So I used Pinflair.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I love this. So you've made sure that you've put the stickers on. So you've taken the backing off the stickers.
I've taken the backing off. I haven't taken the front off yet because it's not quite cured. It's still a little bit sticky.
Do you think it needs
I don't think it would need it, because then what you'd do, you would then pour another layer of a very thin layer of clear resin over the top of it.
I don't think
it would seal
needs
them
it.
within it.
But that's lovely. I love the idea of making the book covers with the stickers.
But then you wouldn't even, like I say, put ribbon through the holes instead and hang it on a door.
It's
Make
lovely.
It a door plate, like this one that I've made here that might have your name on it, Mel.
Might it? Oh, look at you, Mel's space. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
Mel's
it
space.
was
Love
very
that.
basic.
I don't care. It's fabulous. Look at that. My space. Back off. It's like Dirty Dancing, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is my space.
This
That's
is
your
space.
space.
Yeah.
Back in your corner is what she's saying, really, isn't it? Hands off. But yeah, I love the idea of using the stickers. And another way of using your stickers, maybe. So could I print off a rice paper with a scene on it?
Yes.
Set it into the bottom of the mould with resin.
Yeah.
And then build my Two Red Robins story in resin with the stickers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you can hang it on the wall and it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
I think that was
do it in a frame.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've done it where I've poured, I've mixed the resin and I've put different colours of alcohol inks in half a dozen different little cups. I've got a box frame and I've just poured it in.
Yeah.
And it's just a different idea. It's just a different idea again.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Play, just try different things. There's so many different things.
Get
you
on
can
YouTube
do with it.
and type in resin demos. There will be millions of them.
Yeah, I mean,
just like it was with paint pouring. I found one guy who was brilliant at paint pouring, and just followed him, and he did so many different videos. It was great.
I've seen some new
but
things
for
this
resin,
weekend. Somebody used a piece of bubble wrap. So she cut a circle of bubble wrap out, coated it in gold glittered resin, let that cure, did the rest of the thing with the bubble tray mould that's a new one this week, and then she put that in the middle and put black resin behind it, and it looked like a honeycomb.
Amazing.
I'd never seen anything like that. I need to try that.
I guess whatever you can use on your jelly plate, you can use in resin. So if you went out, and it's getting to autumn now, isn't it? You know, those flowers are dying off now. We're getting to autumn. Why don't you do that? Why don't you go and pick some flowers and we sell a flower press, or dry them out and then put them in there, and then you've got your summer from 2025 encapsulated and memorialised in resin. How beautiful is that?
Yeah,
Bring your garden inside.
Flowers, I think it's the silica gel that you need to dry them in.
Yeah.
And I think it can take a few weeks for them to dry out properly.
Yeah.
But then, you buy a deeper mould and just set them in a layer and then
Absolutely.
pour.
I mean, imagine that round. You know that mould that you did, that curvy one that you did in alcohol inks?
Yeah.
Imagine if you do that, lay all your rose petals out in the bottom, so when you take it out, it literally looks like petals of a rose, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Funny that, right? Honestly, I think once you start with this and do that, go on YouTube and type in epoxy resin demos, hints, tips and ideas. Honestly, you'll get lost. Don't expect to eat.
It's a rabbit hole that you will
you're
struggle
never
to get
coming
back out of.
You're never coming back out of it. And even just pouring it on the top of an acrylic pour, that for me was enough for me to go to the Cadence shop in Turkey and buy that.
Yeah.
And the first time out there. And I wasn't a resin person, but we got all these cups with different colours, got it on a 12 by 12 canvas, and then she dropped this gold mica powder in that was like proper gold mica powder. And we blew it with a heat gun. Oh, just unbelievably good. But Cadence resin's gone, Andrew, right?
Yeah.
The big ones at the back, we will be getting this back in stock. I like the idea of having both, because I want the rigidity of that for some things, but I want the flexibility of that for others.
Different projects call for different techniques, different...
exactly. It's just like you'd use your hybrid acrylics on one thing and your Dura metallics on another, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But yes, I would absolutely consider that, and definitely consider the stickers, because to get 6 sets, these are normally $12.99 a sheet, and to get 6 of them for $49.99, so 6 into 50 won't go, 6 sevens, 42, 6 eights, 48, £8 a sheet. Yeah. And these are a different league. Completely. If you've seen rub-ons before, so you'll remember way back when you bought the rub-ons, and when you opened them, you were hoping that they weren't as bad as the last lot that you bought, right? You were, weren't you? And you tried all these different brands, and you're like that, please let this work, please let this work. 45 minutes I once spent trying to get a blinking vintage car rub-on onto a scrapbook page of my granddad. And could I get it to, it drove me crazy. And then you pulled it back and you'd always miss a bit, and then the missed bit will move and you can't get, completely opposite. Literally completely opposite. And we now print these in-house, which is super exciting. So all our artwork now can become these sheets of stickers. Now then, please don't look at it and think, well, it's really shiny. I bet when you take the top coat off, it's not. It is. They're glossy. It's beautiful. That shine that you get there is exactly the same when you take that top coat off. You don't even need to be precise when you're cutting them out, because the sticker is stuck to the back of the backing, if you like. So you would just literally randomly cut round the edge of that, take the paper backing off, position it onto what you want it to go on, whether it's your cured resin, whether it's a glass jar, whether it's acetate, whatever it is, card, whatever it is, and then take the top layer off. And you'll be amazed. You don't even need to burnish them down, really. They are absolutely phenomenal quality. So you're getting 6 sheets, just over £8 a sheet instead of $12.99. So you've got a cracking saving on that. And these are some of the flower of the months. And I love our flower of the months. Yeah. These two are absolutely beautiful. You can get these as individual sheets. So $49.99 is out of your budget, or you just don't want that many, you just want specific ones, we can absolutely do that for you as well. Get Andrew to put them on. So Shop Hydrangea is going to get you that one for $12.99. Then your blue one is Shop Cool. Love that. We always go to cool if it's blue, don't we? Always cool. Right. Then you've also got, love this one as well. Love the sunflowers on this. These are gorgeous, aren't they? Imagine these on the front of your resin notebooks. I mean, they're just, it's a different league, isn't it?
If you made a tray with resin cast, so the moulds that we've got that are trays, and you make a tray with resin cast, you could put these on, and then you'd put a thin layer of epoxy resin over the top to protect it, or aquastone.
Isn't that fabulous, isn't it? So you've got those on there. That's your Shop Iris. You've then got your roses, and I love these heart ones. These are really, really pretty. In fact, that would look lovely on something like that, wouldn't it? If you did that in clear resin.
Yeah, if you did it in clear and you wanted to pick out certain
areas,
you just put those. Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant, isn't it? And then last but by no means least, that peony. Always reminds me of my daughter-in-law, that, because when I first met her, she was all closed and insular, and now she's just blossomed, and I love that. So Shop Peony $12.99, or you can get all 6 for $49.99. Remember, you're going to get your discount off that as well. Right, Andrew, what do you want us to do now? Do you want us to recap? Do you want us to do another demo?
Both busy.
Right, let's do the notebooks. After you, my lovely. Now, I love this idea.
I love it.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
It's just something so different. I mean, I've seen them made to look like dragon's scales with the eye popping out as well. You can put dried flowers in them. You can put, like you say, rice paper. You could put that in there, and you could build it up with like a decoupage effect with the stickers. You can make them out of resin You can make them out of anything. Really.
This isn't a nice subject to talk about, but imagine this on a grave.
Yeah.
Because your flowers get wrecked, don't they? You go up, you put flowers on, you tidy the grave, you put them down, within a week they're dead. Yeah. You put silk flowers on and they go a bit grey and
the rain washes them out and they look a bit...
This, as a memorial plaque, would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
I love
that
that idea.
Person's favourite flowers in there. You could put photographs of the
grandkids
and the kids and...
service sheet that you get, you could put that in there. You could write something about them. You could put something that they wrote in there and just memorialise it, because resin will not deteriorate, will it?
No.
It won't break down. I think that's
it's protected from the elements.
I mean, none of us want to think about it, but it's the only thing in life that's inevitable.
Unfortunately,
right? It is, isn't it? It's the only thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the idea of that. But
Yeah.
again, you could do your kids' favourite album cover, or you know, all of that kind of thing.
My grandkids are quite little, most of them are. And there's certain TV characters that they love. And when it's been birthdays, I've made their initial out of a mould, and I've put the characters. I bought little miniature toys and put them in these figures. But you could do it with pictures and stickers and things.
Obsessed. Told you. Obsessed. What, in the doors going, no, don't craft, not interested in craft, not doing it, don't do it, don't do it.
I have got an order for the wave,
I'm
by
not
the
doing
way.
it. I bet you are.
My grandson.
I'm going to bring this back in.
My grandson wants one. He wants the beach.
Look at that. Isn't that spectacular? Yeah, Andrew's saying it would make a good placemat.
Yeah.
That's a great shout. I love that. But this is just brilliant, isn't it? So you've got sand and shells.
Yeah.
Then you've got what looks like the ocean with all the foam on top.
Yeah.
And then this incredible wave. If you've never seen the film Moana, have you seen it, Andrew? This reminds me when the wave comes up and lets her into the ocean and you see all the fish and the turtles underneath the wave. That is amazing. Imagine that in your bathroom with a couple of candles on that you just like when you just need to switch off the world and just soak in a nice bubbly bath and just have your candles on there. I love that. I think it's brilliant. So you took a Ziploc bag. Heated it with a heat gun.
Heat gun, shriveled up the bottom of it so that it
just the bottom,
just the very bottom, and it literally pulled it in and shriveled it and created the crinkled effect there. Mixed different coloured alcohol inks in 2 or 3 different cups and poured. You only need a small amount. You don't need a huge amount either. And you pour that in, and then you like spread it around and manipulate it into where you want it to go. Then you fasten your bag, obviously. You then leave it to cure for about 6 hours until it's at that stage where you can manipulate it around something. Then set it around a bottle and leave it to then fully cure. You then peel the bag off of it, and that's what it comes out like.
Isn't that incredible? And that you could do, I mean, God grief, you could have this in your garden, everywhere, couldn't you? Because it doesn't matter what the Mother Nature throws at it, it's not going anywhere, is it?
No.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. How pleased would you be if you'd made that?
Actually, I just think I stuck it on with UV resin as well, and it cured. And it's
now that might be a thing for sticking it on your cards, UV resin. Because it's dry instantly then. There you go. Isn't that just fabulous? I love it. And if you haven't seen Moana, you need to watch it because it's blinking brilliant.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Definitely.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
No, the first one's the best. The first one's always the best.
Somebody else messaged in the other day and went, two's just as good.
The second one's good.
Is it good?
It's good. It's not. I'm not saying it isn't, but it's always. I always think the first one's the best one because it gives you the
background,
for you.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Right now, then we were talking about lights earlier on, and whether you could put them into your. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. How fabulous is that? You could cut somebody's name out of vinyl, put it into your mould, and then go around it with the lights.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool. We have the lights that are with the corks that go inside the bottles, but even if, when we used to do the Bright Heart lights, you still had a battery pack that you had to hide somewhere. So I think these are a great shout.
I've got them
because you can use them in your bottles if you want to, but using them in your resin, just make sure that it ends at the end of the wire, and you can put these into your resin. I think it's a really clever thing. You're going to get 20 of them as well for £16.99. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So £1.69. £1.70, 85 pence each. The Bright Heart lights weren't that. I'll tell you that right now. They were not that price. But just as good. And they're a nice bright white. So if I just switch it on, it always makes me laugh that they do this. They put them on there and then they don't hold it in place. Yeah. So you're chasing it around. But look at that. Isn't that a lovely white light? It's nice, isn't it? It's a proper Christmas white light. I want to get I want to make some snowflakes that I'm going to hang from the ceiling in the bay window with fishing wire.
Yes.
So it looks like they're just floating, and I think this will be the way to do it with resin.
Cadence resin.
Cadence resin. because that just blew my mind. I thought when you
Yeah.
put that magnolia through that
that
Saturday, I was
first
like,
time.
oh, is that acrylic? Are we getting acrylic? She's like, no, it's resin. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
And then when it got heated up and
Oh,
put around
moulded. I was like, right, I need this in my life. Right, thank you for your company. Thank you to Jane.
Thank
For
you.
some fabulous demos. Or Katie on cameras. Give us another wave, Katie. Or Andrew.
Nope.
And I will see you back at 6 o'clock tonight for more Scan and Cut. Have a lovely afternoon. Look after yourselves and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.